for work. I won't go to work. So then at his first fire, we were all, it was next door to us, they had a fire. And at the fire, we were all at the front window again to watch the goings on. So Al was going down the cellar, and May hollered out the window, "Al, be careful, be careful." So every time he went out to a fire, all the men, or the firemen would holler, "Al, be careful."
What kind of fire engines did they have then?
Horse. They had all horses. And Ella Stevens came, we all went up to inspect the firehouse, and Ella Stevens was about 6 foot tall, and she was so ungainly. So she come, an alarm hit, and when the alarm hit, the harness would come down on the horses, and the horses would be all ready to go out. So we all backed up to the wall because Al told us before to back up if an alarm come in to back, but Ella evidently didn't hear it. And she ran in front of the horses, and the horses had their head on Ella's. They were trying to get past her, and she didn't know where to go.
Were the fire engines steamers, and did they smoke and everything?
Yes, yeah.
How much smoke did they put out?
Oh, I don't know.
A lot?
No, a regular puff of steam, you know.
A lot of bells ringing.
Oh, the bells, they had a bell, like one fireman had the job of pulling the bell, and he had to keep pulling the bell all the time that they were going to the fire.
And where did you meet Uncle Jimmy?
Well, I went to a party with another fella, and Jimmy was siding up to me all night, and I figured somebody said, "Oh, he's got a good job." I said, "He's the man for me." So of course I went with Jimmy. So Jimmy said, "Can I take you home?" I said, "Yes." So the poor other fellow was left in the lurch. He didn't know. So I went home with Jimmy, and that's where our romance started.
Mm-hmm. And when did you get married?
1927.
I see. And why did it take so long?
Well, because Marguerite was going with Howard for 14 years. So they were engaged for 14 years. So, of course, Mama knew that she was the one next to get married. And Jimmy kept saying...
Right? The oldest girl had to get married first?
Yeah.
Or you had to get married?
Yeah. The oldest girl had to get married. So I was the last one.
Was it bad luck if you married ahead, or what was going to happen?
Oh, I don't know. It's just family tradition.
How old were you when you ran away to get married?
26.
And what did everybody say?
Oh, there was turmoil. I was thrown out. So I called Al up, Al and Helen. I said, right away my mother thought I was pregnant, you know. So of course that's all she could say. Yeah. So of course...
when did you have Jimmy?
A year and a half after.
Oh, good. Hallelujah.
So she felt better then. But I used to wear the ring around my neck. I don't know how someone didn't see it.
Oh, dear. Afraid to wear it.
Oh, I was afraid to wear it. I'd get killed. Are you kidding?
And how old were you, 26?
26.
Oh, my.
Where did you live after you got married?
We got an apartment in Jersey.
Oh.
And that's where Jimmy was born. And I was lonesome for my family, so I moved back to the Bronx. And I lived in 164th and Grant Avenue.
Mm-hmm. How long did you live there?
About 6 months.
And
then I went to, there was a flat left in my mother's house, so I went and lived there. And the woman that lived there was such a pig. And so I said, I'm not going to clean this place. Well, I lived in it anyhow. I got up one morning and there was all water bugs on the kitchen floor, and I didn't know what to do.
Where was
I
this? Where was
afraid.
this house?
This was in 122nd.
Oh. And then you moved back to the Bronx?
And we had the woman that took care of, did the scrubbing and cleaning. She was a colored woman. She lived with a man down there. I used to be afraid to go down. We thought, well, gee, if she's living with a man, what will he do to us?
How long, when was Bobby born?
Jimmy was 6 when Bobby was born.
But you moved to 162nd Street, though, right?
Yeah,
Grandpa lived there?
162nd. Grandpa and May. Yeah. And then when Grandpa died, I decided I wanted to live in 215. So poor Jean goes up. I wanted the only thing that attracted my attention in 215 was a fireplace. I wanted to get the fireplace working. So I had Jean and another kid dig out the hall, and they were 2 days digging out all the plaster and everything. They finally got it done, and the painter that painted the house, all he did was spin in the fireplace. So I had some life, believe me.
Okay, all right. Thanks very much, Aunt Helen.
Very good.